This man has just about 3 months to go. And the allegations that have been read out against him have to do with some of his activities over the past 4 years or more. So if these issues had been there for the past 4 years, and this man has only 3 months to go, given the strategic nature of the institution that the man is presiding over, one would have thought that it could have been better to allow him to run his tenure through. Maximum in the next 3 months he'll be out of office, and these investigations can now commence. Because the present action has created a lot of anxiety, it has created some shocks within the financial system and all of that. All this could have been avoided if you allow him to just run through his tenure and you begin the investigation. Because the suspension is not likely to unmake or to correct what has been done. So in order to insulate the system from possible shocks, my feeling is that it would have been better to allow him to run through his tenure. Secondly, one is worried about the coincidence of the suspension with the ongoing investigations into the so-called missing funds. The CBN Governor, Malam Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi, is a critical or a major actor in the current investigation process about the funds that were not remitted to the Federation account. So suspending him at this time exposes the whole process to some form of suspicion. Because it is difficult to convince anyone that this suspension has no connection with the ongoing probe and the man's position on the funds that were not remitted to the Federation account. So the coincidence is something that one has to worry about. Thirdly, the CBN is a very strategic institution. Suspending a CBN governor could create issues of investors' confidence. It could create concern among stakeholders in the economy. Domestic investors, foreign investors, creditors to the economy, players in the financial market, players in the stock market. All these things have a kind of reverberating effect, irrespective of what the merits are. I'm not in a position to judge whether there is merit in their allegations or not. But the timing and the strategic nature of the institution ought to have been taken into consideration in taking the kind of action that has been taken. Fourthly, it is doubtful whether the president has the power to do what he has done. Because the CBN Act is very clear. And all this is about CBN autonomy. And there's a purpose for that autonomy. The Act says that the CBN governor can only be removed by the president with the consent of 2/3 majority of the Senate. Now, I had the president's spokesman trying to distinguish between suspension and removal. Suspension is a form of removal. You could have an indefinite suspension. You could suspend somebody for 2 years, for 3 years. You could suspend indefinitely. What matters is that the man has been removed from that seat. It's a form of removal. But again, I'm not a lawyer, but these are legal issues. So there are legal issues. There are issues of the unusual coincidence of this action. There are issues of the timing and the fact that the man is already close to his exit anyway. So these are the issues for me concerning this thing.